The South African Local Government Association is concerned about Thursday's decision by NERSA to approve Eskom's request for an 18.65% tariff increase. SALGA says the price hike will hit consumers hard and comes at a time Eskom battles with generation capacity. The association says the current electricity model is flawed and urges the government to accelerate its energy transition plan by allowing municipalities to generate or purchase electricity from independent power producers. Last week, Eskom announced stage 6 power cuts indefinitely. To discuss this further, I am joined by SALGA's Ngubane. Thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it this evening. I think just your initial response as SALGA about the announcement from NERSA granting Eskom an almost 19% electricity price hike as of 1st of April.
No, thanks very much. We are deeply concerned about the decision taken by NERSA. We judge the action by its result. So as SALGA, if we look at the potential results that will arise or stem from their decision, we are of the view that it's going to produce devastating effect. This a tariff increase, it's a win to Eskom, but it's a loss to municipalities, to business, to consumers, and also to the government. And also it is an impediment into the economic growth. That's why we are therefore saying NERSA's processes were divorced from the reality, and therefore their decision is flying away from the reality. And again, we are saying is SALGA. NERSA dodged the reality, but unfortunately all stakeholders outside Eskom won't be able to dodge the consequences that will arise from NERSA dodging, appreciating the reality. There are serious ramifications for the municipalities. Firstly, we need to look at the impact that it will produce at the level of the economy. On the productive component of the economy, these tariffs are going to increase the operational cost, and the operational cost will increase the cost of production, and the cost of production will increase prices. So it's a double barrel effect. It will increase the prices of goods and services, which will then in turn negatively affect the disposable income of the household. And it will leave the household with a choice whether to buy food or to pay for the municipal services.
I want to jump, sorry to interject, Thami. I want to come in there now because you're touching on an important aspect here. We do know that municipal debt is almost 50 billion rand, and out of the 300 municipalities that we have in the country, almost 100 of them are defaulting. They are unable to pay Eskom what they owe. This is infuriating ratepayers, those that are able to pay. Do you predict that this increase and the current state of Eskom is going to further exacerbate the state and the paying back power of municipalities?
Yes, I think there's something that we need to correct. It is dangerous to look at the problem in isolation. Yes, it is true that there is debt owed by municipality to Eskom to the tune of 51 billion. But there is no water without a source. If that 51 billion is water, we need to then say, what is the source? Where is it flowing from? I think immediately we don't look at businesses, a household and government, the extent to which they meet their obligation as customers to municipalities, then we'll think that the problem is with the municipality. Immediately look at the debt in isolation. We are going to miss the interconnection and interrelationship between what is being owed to municipality, translating into municipality owing the bulk service provider, in this case, Eskom. So we're saying, yes, indeed, that on its own, it's a reflection. The fact that the municipality is failing to pay to meet its customer obligation is because the municipal customers are failing to meet their obligation, and it in turn, therefore, lead into municipality failing to meet their obligation.
Yes, but what I'm asking you, sorry, what I'm asking you is
the question of affordability.
Yeah, sorry, just to interject there, do you think it's going to get worse for municipalities factoring in the almost 19% come the 1st of April?
Definitely. As we speak right now, the debt is suggesting that the service is unaffordable. Therefore, increasing by 18.65% is going to move things from bad to worse. So in paper, it's a win for Eskom, but in reality, it's a lose for everybody, because the money that they are anticipating to get, in reality, they won't get it, because objective reality is that people won't be able to afford. And those who afford, like businesses, will begin to look for alternatives. So they're going to move away from the grid. So which will take away revenue from the municipality, and the debt will remain, and everybody is going to be a loser until we bite the bullet and stick to what SALGA proposed, that the tariff increase should be in line with the CPI.
Sorry, just to ask you one last question. The President has just announced, or the Presidency has just announced, that the President will not be heading to the World Economic Forum in Davos this coming week, and that is to try and deal with the energy crisis that we are facing. There have been calls for the President to intervene with NERSA's decision to increase tariffs by almost 19%, but the President, of course, saying that that's not really in his scope and mandate. Other than you calling for this to be in line with CPI, the increase to be in line with CPI, what else are you proposing be done here? Because South Africans are really battling, and it's almost like we are expected to pay almost 19% more for a service we rarely even have.
I think what is important is that we fully, because we've got a sense that we do not fully understand the problem of Eskom, because we believe that the solution to this is that we must grow the economy. But the economy can't grow when there is no energy. So the sooner we put a finger, our diagnosis must be comprehensive, putting a finger on what is wrong. I'm strongly of the view that it's a question of the chicken and eggs. We are more interested on the eggs, but Eskom has paid little attention on the health and the welfare of the chicken that produces the eggs that we want. So the sooner they fix the production capabilities of Eskom, the better. Yes, we're also saying we need a hybrid system. The transition must lead into a hybrid. We must not only focus on the coal, we also need to introduce other sources of energy. But we must not abandon the coal. We believe that we can make it cleaner. We're calling for a cleaner technology on the coal, while you are also introducing other sources like your renewables, your nuclear, and so on, must come to the party. The sooner we deal with that, the better.
Okay, thank you so much for your insights. We do appreciate it. That was SALGA's Working Group on Electricity, Energy and Public Works Chairperson, Ngubane.